which gives me the opportunity to introduce Quentin Riegel and Cathy Kane from the class of 1969 to make their 50th reunion class gift. Welcome.
Pleased to be able to announce our class gift, but I'd like to put it in a little context first. I was lucky to attend Westtown, being one of 5 kids in my family on a professor's salary, trying to put us through high school and college. But they took a leap of faith, just as the Westtown founders did 220 years ago. And I found it enlightening, uplifting an experience, and an important place to be during the war in Vietnam. Dan Test and then Earl Harrison were the headmasters. We were on the cusp of the digital revolution. When I started in 9th grade, high tech meant model rockets and model railroading. And then a month and a half after we graduated, man walked on the moon. So there was a lot of change during our period. But our class came of age during a period of tremendous racial and generational conflict. Graduating not long after the terrible events of 1968. And that brings me to our decision about part of our class gift. Kirk Russell served as Westtown's Director of Admissions for 30 years until 1981. His wife, Scotty, also worked here and provided a lifetime of support for him. And I believe their daughters, Paige and Lori, are here today. Not sure. Over here. All right. On February 2nd, 1965, he signed a letter to my parents accepting me for admission to Westtown. We shall look forward with pleasure to having him as a member of the school family and hope that his experiences here will turn out to be happy and profitable ones. I would appreciate your forwarding a $50 registration fee within 10 days so that we may definitely reserve the place. We accepted, and a week later, I turned down a similar letter from George School. Tuition that year was $2,100. In today's dollars, that's about $17,000. The same tuition today is over $61,000. Of course, that's an insurmountable burden for many prospective students. Our class was the first to include students enrolled through the ABC, or a Better Chance program, to support the enrollment of inner city youth in private schools. One of those students was Methuselah Bradley. He went on to college and law school, and then got a master's and PhD in biblical theology, and has been a practicing lawyer ever since. Kirk Russell was the one who made Westtown a part of the ABC program when it began, and continued to work to support minority student enrollment afterwards. Unfortunately, many of the problems we faced then are still with us today, and to address these issues and other impediments to diversity of all kinds, our class is proud to continue our tradition of designating a portion of our total class gift to the J. Kirk Russell Scholarship Fund.
So I've been attending alumni days since I was in 2nd grade in lower school. And if you would have told me then I would be standing here at my 50th reunion, I would have told you were crazy. But we've already talked a little bit about Pete Lane, and I just have a little bit more to say about Pete. He graduated from Westtown in 1957 and taught here starting in our 9th grade year for 39 years. He was a teacher, a dean, head of Stonehouse, soccer coach, banjo player, canoe maker, and so much more. To me, he epitomizes the Quaker testimony of community. He used all of his talents joyfully to contribute to the life of the school in every way he could, and always with great care and good humor. He also came from a long line of Westtown alumni. His grandparents attended in the late 1890s. his father and his father's sister in the 1920s, his brother and sister in the 1950s, and a lot of cousins along the way. He's truly a living legacy of some of the oldest families that have carried on the Westtown Quaker tradition since 1799. A scholarship fund was created on the 50th reunion of the class of 1957 to honor him by providing financial assistance to the children and grandchildren of alumni. These students have a special history that empowers them to carry on the traditions of Westtown and its sense of community. I'm so proud to announce that the class of '69 has allocated a portion of our 50th reunion gift to the Peter O. Lane 57 Alumni Scholarship Fund.
Waiting for. We lived most of our formative years in the turbulent 60s when protesting and moving to Canada and dropping out were partly instilled in our DNA. I'm sure many of you are wondering whether there are enough of us that were able to make it in the real world and afford to give back a small part of our success. Of course, the answer is in the eye of the beholder. But I'm pleased to announce our class gift in the amount of $409,021.